Hey everybody, it's Tara Bryan, and you are listening to the Course Building Secrets podcast. Whether you're a coach or a CEO, the success of your team and clients is based on your ability to deliver a consistent experience and guide them on the fastest path to results. This podcast will give you practical, real-life tips that you can use today to build your online experiences that get results and create raving fans. Why? So you can monetize your expertise and serve more people without adding more time or team to your business. If you're looking to uncover your $1 million framework, package it, and use it to scale, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Hey everybody, welcome to Course Building Secrets. Today I want to talk about the 5 different types of online courses and when you would use each one. So the first online course is just an information course. This is just a course where you are giving information, or you've kind of a front end piece to what your signature program is, right? It's not your signature program, it's just information. Sometimes you'll use this in the sales process where it's like a mini course that you're just using to highlight your framework or highlight a couple of things. Usually it's short and it is knowledge-based. And ways that you could use this, again, is in the sales process. You could use this as a supplement to a bigger program that you're doing, right? Just to either tee it up, give them some baseline knowledge, or you may use it as a way to supplement a book or again, something else that's your bigger program. It's not meant to be your signature service or product that you put out there. So that's the first one, is just an information-based course. The second most common one along the continuum is an information course with like a workbook or some sort of way that they can follow along. And this, again, is a passive form of an online course, and usually best for using it for sales or using it to supplement a larger program. It is also the closest thing that usually people do when they're transitioning from either doing classroom-based training or doing a presentation or event live. Usually the sort of closest way to turn that into an online course or an online program is using some type of work. And so that's a lot of times where people start, is in that place of the information and workbook type of course. Okay, so then we start moving into number 3, which is making your online course interactive. And what that means is that you're really spending the time thinking about how somebody is going to engage, make decisions, and how they're going to learn as it's a process of going through the course. So this tends to have more interactive elements, quiz questions, or different sort of decision-making questions, right? Where you can put them in a scenario. What would you do in this situation? A, B, C, or D? Those kinds of questions. It could be interactive video. You show a video and then ask a question. Show a video, ask a question. And what you're really trying to do is you're trying to put people into the place where they are engaging or interacting you're doing. This is if you're doing live training, you may have a poll, or you may have ways that you're asking questions throughout your training to get them engaged in what you're teaching. And when you're doing this online, they're not in front of you anymore, so you anticipate that. So that's the third kind, is adding in some type of automated interaction where they're really able to make decisions and really start to come into play. Then you have the next kind, which is the 4th kind of online course, and that is more of an simulated learning experience. And so this takes that interactive to the next level and really puts a person in a simulated environment, into a scenario where they're making decisions, they're practicing, and the goal is actually to get them to be able to do the thing that you want them to do in a simulated environment. In this scenario, you can think about some type of training maybe that you've taken in the past where, you're maybe at a call center and they're asking you to practice how to make calls. That is a simulated environment. You're doing that online and you can actually automate that experience for people. They can get results. If you're an airline pilot, you do not learn how to fly your plane by getting a whole, slew of passengers and going in and learning how to fly the plane. You actually learn in a simulated environment. You learn in a flight simulator. So if you think about a flight simulator, you are literally in the situation where you feel like you're in an airplane. You see around you that it looks like you're in an airplane. You can actually create courses and experiences online that simulate that for whatever your topic is to help your people get results. So this is really where you start looking at how do you a full online experience for your learners. How do you look at what they need to do and not only put in interactivity, right? Questions and scenarios and different things, but how do you simulate what they're going to do in the real world? For example, if you want to teach somebody to sell something, how do you simulate that so they're practicing how to sell a real thing, either their thing or somebody else's thing? How do you put in that situation where you're literally walking them through step by step in terms of what they would do so they are getting results? So that is the fourth kind, is really thinking about the full learner's experience. This is where a lot of businesses struggle because they, start an information course, get some people into it, and they're not retaining their customers, or people aren't actually taking the full course. And so this is where they get stuck a lot of times, is thinking about what is that next step. And the next step is starting to move down this continuum of making it more engaging, making it more interactive, and making it into something that feels like it's a simulated environment. So people want to come back, they want to be engaged, they want to be a part of a community, they want to participate, they want to be involved, so they can actually be successful at the thing that they're trying to do. So if you're struggling with people staying in your course or maybe taking it in the first place, start moving down this continuum. Then the fifth one is really creating a certification program. And a certification program is where you take that simulated experience to the next level, where you're actually certifying people because they've gotten results, because they have taken steps that you've asked them to do. And then you can go and help them to maybe get a job or get a promotion or get a new project or get a new client or whatever that is. And that the certification program where you're kind of tying it all together and they're getting credit or they're getting some type of certificate or whatever for doing what you're doing. So you've seen a lot of these programs probably out there where it's a series of programs that once they've completed them and proved that they are competent in whatever that is, then they get a certification. And then they can, do that certification, but it's proof that they've been able to apply what you have taught in their course. So that is the fifth type course that you can put together. A lot of times people think about just teaching to the information or to that topic, but you can actually take your expertise, help other people become experts, where they can apply it in whatever way you want them to apply it. That is that certification. So don't be afraid to think about that as you're building courses, because sometimes your end audience needs the course, but people who are going to do what you do could also need a certification program. So you could create kind of that that separate program that helps people do what you what you're an expert in, and you're training them, which then elevates your status more because you're certifying people to do these things. All right, so those are the 5 different types of online courses. Okay, so I challenge you today to really look at your course, your program, or the course or program that you want to create, and think about how you can create more engagement, more interactivity, and move it down the continuum of making it just an information and workbook type course to something that really helps people get results, meaning moving it into more that simulation, that scenario based training, something that really puts people in practice so you can confidently tell them that they can get the results that they are looking for.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode. The best thing you can do is to take action on an idea or tip that resonated with you. To help you take action, I have a free gift for you that you can download in the show notes. During each episode, we publish an action plan worksheet and other helpful takeaways from our speakers in the Course Building Secrets Creators Lab. To register for free, click on the link in the show notes. Enjoy. Hey everybody, are you a business owner ready to streamline and scale your business? Imagine solving the biggest business challenges with clarity, a strategy, and a clear plan. Hey, I'm Tara Bryan, and I want to invite you to take the first step towards transforming your business with a free 30-minute discovery call. This call is an opportunity to discuss your goals, identify key challenges, and learn how my mentorship program can help you achieve the success you're aiming for. In just a half hour, we'll explore how you can scale your business by enhancing your authority strategy, engagement strategy, and retention strategy. You'll get personalized advice and a clear path forward. Ready to take the first step? Click on the link below that's in the show notes to book your free discovery call now. I hope to talk to you soon.